this recording and I can edit and shit like that. Hey, this is Brian with the Gauntlet. I've got Dixie, Dave, and Carlos of Weedeater. Carlos is filling in with for Travis while he takes care of a little business. How you guys doing tonight?
We're good.
We're doing good.
Killer shit.
Awesome.
We had a good time in Kansas City tonight. It was very fun.
Well,
We had a little trouble making it here, but we made it here.
yeah, I read about that. The two tires going kaputs on you guys. That must have been, Jesus Christ, how you got the stress of that in the middle of the road.
Well, if you don't have a sense of humor, then you shouldn't be doing this shit. So you either smile or cry.
Right.
And so we pretty much laugh and think it's funny.
Right on.
It is what it is, and it ain't what it used to be.
Well, we're lucky to have a good crew that can.
Hell of a crew. Best crew on the planet.
Taylor Wynn.
Benjamin Jones and Taylor Wynn are two of the best people. They literally, we have been doing this for years and years, and we bump into people that got 10 crew that can't do what those two dudes did.
Right.
And that's absolutely for sure.
Right on. Dixie, tell me a little, or Dave, tell me this story about how you two met and how you two started working together, music-wise.
Well, he was in another band called Shake, and I was in a band called After Forever in North Carolina, and we all shared basically a storage unit building out by the airport.
By the movie studio.
By the movie studios with like 100 band rooms. Well, they weren't band rooms, they're storage units. But back then, the storage unit owners didn't realize bands were using them and they would let you do it. Now it's really hard to rent a storage unit to be a band. So we practiced in one of them, my band at the time in high school, and his band. And after everybody from our respective bands would go home, we would still be hanging out there, and me and him and Kiko, who was a drummer for Shake as well, would jam together. And so we started this band kind of as just a late night situation off of other bands.
It was actually really fast when it first started.
And then the movie studio, we played faster, but then the movie studio started filming a bunch of movies there, and we were interrupting their soundstage, so they would come over and pay us to not play.
We'd give us
hello, we're Weedeater.
So we would go out there.
We'd be ready to leave, and we would be like, nah, they keep playing until they come over and pay us.
You could see the light on the studio that they're filming, and we're like, okay, let's keep playing. Here's a 12-pack of beer and like $100.
We got $100 and a case of beer, and we'll stop. We were actually done anyway.
As soon as we saw that light, we were like, let's keep playing.
Right on. God, I'm just kind of.
So thanks, Green Gems.
Yeah.
Right on. So you guys got what, 5 days left on this tour?
That's correct.
What are your plans? What do you plan on doing as soon as you get off tour?
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Swimming in the ocean and fucking fishing and boating and hanging out like we normally do, sitting on the islands, hanging out with our friends and doing absolutely nothing that I do not want to do for at least 2 weeks.
Awesome. Hey guys, have you guys put anything together as far as getting back into the studio for another record?
Yeah, we have a bunch of shit already written. Me and Shepard do, and we'll be getting in the studio sometime early next year. As soon as Tony Deaf Touring keeps us off the fucking road for long enough to do so.
Yeah.
Which is a hard road to hoe, clearly.
Right on.
But that being said, we love Jarvis and see us out. We're in Kansas City and he's from Lawrence. Shout out to Jarvis. I hope his toes are in the sand at Vero Beach, Florida right now. And I would hope that this hurricane does not hit him.
Yeah, I guess that hurricane.
But if it has to hit him or me, it's going to have to be him.
Right on. Let me think. Dixie. You're a pretty intense guy on stage, and one thing I'm also a big fan of you. And one thing I love about your band is you're just true to yourself. You know, in your music, what you're playing, you're not trying to be somebody else. You're just playing what feels good. And when I first
if we wanted to make $1 million, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. So therefore, we were playing this as a labor of love, for certain. I mean, I'm not stupid. I do know other types of music make more money than this. But I mean, where do you compromise yourself, or do you at all? So we just don't at all.
Right on. That's cool. Carlos, how'd you hook up with these guys?
I'm from Wilmington, North Carolina as well. I was filling in for a band called ASG, another Wilmington band. They were going on tour with Weedeater. Their drummer had broke their collarbone, so I learned their set in a week. And then right before about to leave, Travis couldn't do it. So
Hey,
I was like,
ours.
it was either learning their set or not going on tour.
Yeah,
So
he learned our set in 2 days.
I learned it overnight, had 2 practices.
2 practices, man. And nailed it.
And I've
And
been
nailed
touring
it.
since
And
March.
nailed it.
I tell you what, I was kind of surprised because I was like, oh shit, Travis isn't here. But dude, you were fucking
Carlos kills it, and he has
dude,
stepped
you were
up.
fucking John Bonham on crack.
He has stepped up and crushed it, and he has brought more symbols than he wished to.
Talk about labor of love.
Talk about it.
Thank God for drum
Yeah. Yeah. Drumhead.
That's my drumhead.
My drumhead.
Carlos.
Easy.
Carlos has done a great job, and we couldn't have asked for better. Like when we left after 2 practices, we were like, okay, let's see how this works. And he has gotten better and better every single damn show until our music is cave metal. It's super easy, but drummers tend to tell me that it's not.
Right.
Because the nuances are weird and the shit's weird, but he's got it nailed, man. I wouldn't trade him for a puck. I let him throw up all over me, man.
That's love. That's love if you got someone else's pure
I
contribution.
change my pants.
Tell me, what is the funniest story that you have
That's
of
awesome.
a cop pulling you guys over?
Oh, the cop pulled us over.
Yeah.
Well, we did.
I don't think it was that's funny at all.
None of it was
Yeah.
We did go through the Canadian border one time, and like after they let us through, the customs agent ran out in front of the van and stopped the van, and I was like, "Oh, here it goes. They're not going to let us through." And he ran up and said, "I called my nephew and told him about your band, and he loves your band. Can you sign some?" So we thought we were getting searched again. And he wanted us to sign some shit.
Yeah, we signed a poster for him.
Right.
And then we're like, "Here, go away, please."
Here, take some CDs.
But that's the weird shit happens to us in Europe as well, and like cops, they're just trying to do a job, man. But if you are crossing any border, I would recommend this. When the cops ask you what your band sounds like, tell them it sounds like Audio Slave. A friend of mine, Rafa from 116 and Asking for a minute, told me one day that if you tell the customs agents that you sound like Audio Slave, they all love it. I thought it was a joke. And I tried it 3 times, and 2 of the 3 times the guy was like, "Hey, these guys sound like Audio Slave. Come here." So we every time at customs they say, "What does your band sound like?" We say Audio Slave.
Right on.
I don't know why.
Loves Audio Slave.
Law enforcement loves Audio Slave.
Especially
2 out of 3 times.
especially since he died, it's like
2 out of 3 customs agents agree. Audio Slave is awesome. It's kind of like the 2 out of 3 Genesis thing.
Alright. So, you seem to be like the fucking Iron Man of cave metal. I mean, you just keep going and going and you don't stop. What is it about you? Is it just good genes or, just good
Well, my genes
I mean,
these are actually extremely bad genes.
yeah.
I don't know, man. It has to do with the work ethic, and it also has to do with, I believe in atrophy. If you don't use it, it goes away. And we have never stopped using it. I mean, I had a child. She's now 17 years old, and we took a break for a minute, but not long. He has 2 kids, and we worked around it. I just think that if you quit doing it, you'll lose touch with it, and we've never quit doing it in 25 years.
Right.
It's gonna kill us, but what?
as long as it keeps getting better. You know what I mean?
Well,
Some days are worse.
I know, but when you start taking steps back, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, always take a step forward, never a step backwards.
So tell me a little
Hold
bit.
your ground.
Tell me a little bit about the writing process with you guys.
Oh, that'll be easy. We trick Steve Albini into thinking that we already have a bunch of songs, and we got to write them all in the studio while we're there for 1 week. We write the whole record the entire time we're there, and that's it.
That's fucking great.
And I don't know if a lot of people that do that, but it works for us because once again, it's cave metal. You know, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel.
We write a lot of shit. We write a lot of shit like just on acoustics
at the house.
You know what I mean? Because like if it sounds heavy on acoustic,
it's going to be
sound heavy.
It's going to be heavy through that.
You know what I mean? Through that.
So that's the way we do it, and it's
you know what I mean. So it's like if you just get the root of it, you know what I mean. Then all of a sudden it's like, wow, it sounds awesome.
Yeah, and it's a if it ain't broke, don't fix it type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're not virtuosos or all that shit is nonsense.
Well, he is.
Oh, yeah. He probably is. Yeah, he probably is. But I'm not.
When Weedeater was just a side project for you, Dixie, tell me a little bit.
Weedeater was actually absolutely never a side project. I was in Weedeater before Buzz Oven. Most people think that after the demise of Buzz Oven, I've read that a million times.
Right.
Dixie formed a Weedeater.
I read that like
I didn't form Weedeater. Me and him and Kiko formed a Weedeater, and we were in that band before I was ever in Buzz Oven. I didn't even know who the fuck Buzz Oven was when we started this band. So that's a misconception, but those guys came through town and
it's a good story.
They needed someone to play bass. That sounds
Why did they keep fucking printing it everywhere? I don't know.
They print all kinds of shit.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. You know, at the end of the day,
they even print on toilet paper. You know what you do with that?
Yeah.
Right. You wipe your fucking butthole with it.
Well, this is a good example of me reading and the writers making an ass out of me.
Well, not making an ass out of it. That's been reported for years after the demise of Buzz Oven. Dixie Day single-handedly flew out like Superman and formed it. We were already a band. It was me and him and Kiko from a band room. It was already a band. It was already a band. I will say this, that me doing that tour, no one expected me to keep notes and take down every promoter's number and everything. So when I got home from that tour, I was like, I know all these dudes, let's just go do them. And so I called them all. This is way before fucking dinner, all that shit. I called, we used to pull over at payphones to call the promoter. Nobody had a cell phone on
back in the day when they had payphones.
So we just basically bootlegged all the fucking information and went to it. And all I can say to you, if you're in a band that's working with you, is just do it. If you don't leave your hometown, it ain't gonna come to you. You gotta come to it.
Cheers to that.
And Wilmington is, or has been, a hotbed for good bands.
So many
but
good bands that never left.
Nowhere.
So many good bands that never left. I mean, if we were LA, then you'd have heard of 50 bands from Wilmington. But we're not. We're on the edge of the earth. So you gotta get off your fucking ass and move. And that's all it is. That's all it is, man. I swear to you, that's all it is.
All right, so aside from an album coming or starting, I guess the process of recording and writing it at the same time next year, do you guys have any long-term plans for the band?
Yes, long-term, we're going to attempt to stay alive.
Right on. Sounds like
that's for certain. Because if we don't stay alive, we can't do it. I'm pretty sure.
I would try to not pop any more tires.
Probably not blow any more fucking tires.
That would probably be good.
Shit, I would like it if we didn't blow anything.
Well, listen, guys, I want to thank all three of you. I got
Shepard,
Carlos, Dave, Dixie, Weedeater, one of my favorite stoner metal bands. I got to tell you, when I first heard you guys, a friend of mine, a stoner friend, brought me to a show here like a year and a half ago, and I was just so fucking blown away by that performance, man. That is like the blueprint for how I think other bands similar to you should sound. I mean, I've gone and I've listened to other bands like Monolord and Man of Storm, and I always come back home to Weedeater. But I really
thank you, brother.
I'm very humbled that you guys hang out with me for a little bit.
That's our pleasure, man.
The Obsessed. Do you know Steve Wino?
Skywine.
Scott Weinrich.
I certainly do. He's one of my best friends. I'm a very good dude. He's the only man that's ever given me a wizard's cape and a skunk pelt. So I don't know what that means, but I'm pretty sure me and him are pretty tight.
Yeah,
he's one of the nicest people on the planet. He's a great dude.
Right on.
Any naysayers can say nay all they want to.
Right on.
I'm not listening to him. He's a fucking gentleman, a scholar, and a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
And anybody that thinks he's whatever they think about him, let me tell you this: he's been doing it since you were fucking shitting. You might have not even been born.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's that. You know, there's that.
Clearly, you're wearing an obsessive shirt.
Oh, I am wearing an obsessed shirt. Yeah.
And he's
And this shirt is in great condition. It's
You sound kind of obsessed.
He's
A little obsessed.
no, we love Wino. He's our brother. man. We
He's
love
come
him.
up and played.
He comes up and plays Give Me Back with us a couple times. He's done it in London and in West Virginia.
It's nice to have that kind of respect where he wants to fucking share, share the stage with him. It's like,
He's
Sounds
great.
awesome.
man.
He's a great dude, and he's been through
Great.
the same type of shit we've been through for fucking twice as long. You know, since the late 70s. It's insane. So,
So you feel
anybody that doesn't think,
you feel
that,
if he can survive, then we can survive.
I don't know if that's a good idea to think that way because he's superhuman, but
He is superhuman. I think he's got a.
But he's also a
got
smart
cake.
dude. He's a way smarter dude than
He
me.
does have a cake.
He's got another cake. He didn't give me his only cake.
He's a superhero for sure.
He's a fucking badass, and we love him to death. Cheers, Mike.
Cheers. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with me, and this is Brian from the Gauntlet, signing off with Weedeater.
Thanks, Brian.
Check
Thank
them
you,
out
Brian.
next time
Take
they're
care.
with you.
Pleasure.
I love you guys.
Pleasure.
I fucking love
Thank
you
you
guys.
very much.
Carlos, you fucking killed it.
Appreciate that.
We do what we can't.
Right on, guys.